never been inside a race car after race 1, so let's see if Pretty's going to give him a little bit more room or if he's going to rub panels with him. They're 2x2 down the front straight. McNally up the inside. Dontas on the outside. Who's going to be the bravest? McNally, can he get the car turned in? The Ute, the back end wants to step around on him. This is awesome racing. Walton wants a piece of this as well. I'm surprised not, but he's got that suspended points penalty hanging over his head. Oh, we've got guys off in the background. This is Ute racing at its best. Armand was sideways in the background. Now Walton on the back of Dontas. George, it's getting heated.
What a fantastic race. You're seeing a lot of guys getting good runs onto the back straight, but Reese has done what he needs to do here. Oh, we've got a replay. Royal Harris up the inside of Adam Marjoram.
Yep, this is...
Gets it done. Gives him a bit of a hip and shoulder.
Oh, Marjoram wanting to try and get off the Pertec concrete sign that was coming at him. And another big lockup. So this is the very different Royal Harris to what we're used to seeing. He's been clinical all year. Tap out energy Ute. He's having a bit of a shocker here in race 2.
And look at this battle pack in behind. We've got Dontas, Walton, Pretty. These guys are not going to give up anytime soon, and this battle's not done yet.
Ryan Hansford amongst that one as well, our 8th different winner for the year in race number 1. We've had 7 wins for the Holdens, 7 wins for the Ford. We came in this week with 5 Holdens and 5 Fords in the top 10. It's been just so even. X-Force on board with Chris Walton. He's driving a bit more of a reserved, conservative race in race number 2 after that Basham, Rasham, Crasham number 1.
Oh, Tony Longhurst locks up, 2 cars slide up the inside, but yeah, like you say, Chris Walton having to probably play a little bit safe. Kim Jane, this move's not done yet.
Jane up the inside of Jerry McLeod, who's technically a local here this weekend, like you, former New South Welshman who's moved down here to Melbourne. Very, very tight now. Chucky's on the back of this. Chucky having a pretty good season this year. Man, that Pertec sign comes at these guys in a rush.
Man, now Chris Walton, after having such a strong race so far, looks like he's missed a gear or something to me. He's definitely losing big time down the straight. And the thing about Sandown, because this straight's so long, you end up paying for it for a long time.
We don't use the sequential gear shifter like we would see in your car in the DVS or in the V8 supercars. Back through this S zigzag we go. It's Pretty who's trying to defend from Ryan Hansford at the moment. This one's going to get very, very exciting. We've still got half the race to go. A quick ad break and we'll pick up the action on the other side of this. The Auto 1 V8 Ute Series protected by Armour All continuing at Sandown. Race number 2. Ryan Hansford getting very racy behind Nathan Pretty.
One thing I want to know is, where is Chris Walton? He was in this group when we went to the ad break there, but big move from Craig Dontas. He's doing a great job. Not only is he stabilised, but he's pulling away from Nathan Pretty.
Now, Walton looks to be at the back of this battle pack, and this is why. Rare Spares replay. Elliot Barber, the Victoria Guide Dogs, up the inside. Oh man, how's he understeer out there?
Now, I don't think the trouble's over for Walton yet, as Michael Armand on his rookie debuts put one up the inside. That was a bit Walton-esque, to be honest.
Now, let's go for a ride. This is turn 6. Fast, scary, out the marbles. Oh, please turn. He's screaming inside that helmet.
And he thinks to himself, I'm done, I'm safe. Nah, not over yet. Michael Armand, big move up the inside as they head down in the Dandenong Road.
That's exactly how that feels.
He does know how it feels.
Last year's Rookie of the Year, getting rookied by the rookies. It's on in the background here. Jerry McLeod and Kim Jane, a couple of sons of former Bathurst winners, duking it out here at Sandown. That is as defensive as he can get.
Yeah, that's a defensive line there, but Kim Jane, old hand in these Utes, he'll know that he can sort of wait and put a move on later as he moves to the outside.
Some talent in here because we've got Royal Harris on the back.
No way. Oh, he pulled that off around the outside. Are you kidding me?
That was incredible.
Excellent move.
Oh, Kim Jane has got the side skirt hanging off it as well. Bit of collateral damage, and it's not over yet. McLeod's going to have another look. Harris up the inside as well.
Man, this is vintage Ute racing. I love this stuff. These guys are awesome.
Brilliant. How did Kim Jane hold on to that?
I've got no idea. That was an excellent move, and from someone who is a vintage V8 Ute racer, that was just awesome. It's good to see the old boy hasn't lost his spark just yet.
Maybe a bit of NASCAR memories coming back to him about him on the outside of a big left-hander. Flying down this back straight. Turn 6. His new X-Force exhaust system sounding great as they bounce over the curbs. A little bit like Townsville with the curb set up around here. Oh, no! Oh, Royal Harris just smacks into the back of Jerry McLeod, and it's done damage.
That was all a bit awkward. It's a bit last minute. Tony Longhurst, though, capitalising, makes 2 moves out of that, as does Gary Baxter, Adam Marjoram. These guys are following through.
Oh, yep, he's done for the day. There's definite damage to the back of the McMahon group car, and that is looking like it's going to be heading towards the pits. The McMahon Ute. Here we go once more. Up the inside, you can see to the top of the frame. Just locks that left. Whammo.
Yeah, I'd be expecting to see Royal Harris having to go to the headmaster's office for that one, to be honest. But, yeah, it's a shame to see Jared out of the race. He's having such a good run so far.
We're not done yet, though, because this is Harris and Longhurst getting this one done, and Baxter is onto the back of this. This is just endless racing.
It's just fantastic, isn't it? I mean, that's the thing about the V8 Utes. You never, ever get the chance to breathe or even think about talking about anything else because the racing's just too good.
Adam Marjoram, the menace as they call him, will be loving this. Only his second year of racing cars, former GT3 Cup Challenge racer, and he's having a really good time in the thick of things. Now, Rhys McNally is out the front. He's cleared him. He had podiums in Adelaide and in Perth, the 23-year-old. He's looking good here, but Craig Dontis is the man with everything to play for. Oh no.
Oh, Ryan Hansford bouncing up over the curbs. We just saw Nathan Pretty actually get a little bit of breathing space from Ryan. He's starting to pull that gap back in towards Craig Dontis. Elliot Barber on the outside of Ryan now after that earlier mistake.
This is going to be tight. They're both locking up, especially Hansford. Has Hansford got a problem here? The left front?
He has to have. When he hit that curb, it's quite sharp over the top there, and it must have done damage to a wheel or a tyre or something like that.
So maybe he's got a tyre going down or maybe a broken rim, something like that. Hawkeye on board. We're out the back of Fisher's car as he's trying to have a look at these guys. Armin's over to the left-hand side chasing Walton again. So Walton's got back in front of him. These two are having a great day. Another GT3 Cup Challenge graduate, or he will be at the end of the year. Michael Armin from South Australia.
Yeah, there's definitely a drama there for Ryan Hansford on the left front. I'd say he's banged the wheel or had a deflated tyre or something like that. He's come off the curb. So he's really unfortunate for him given such a good round so far.
Yeah, race one winner. That's very, very disappointing. Oh, he can't even get the thing turned in now. It's wobbling. It doesn't look like it's... Maybe it is flat, but maybe a broken rim like we said. So we'll have to wait and see what the deal is with the Hawk and Transport car. Jerry Gray. That's how you drive a ute right there. That's Ute Muster style.
Well, Jeremy actually had his first race in the V8 Utes with me at Clipsal at the Legends race, and it's good to see him he's come so far, but definitely has learned a few Ute tricks along the way, that's for sure.
Now, this is the battle for second, and Nathan Pretty seems to have found something here because he backed off just a little bit. But he's all over Craig Dontis once again. The thirsty camel Ute is going to be looking in the mirrors.
Yeah, well, the thing is, Nathan Pretty doesn't have to look in his mirrors at the moment. He's got a nice little clean gap. Adam Marjoram, David Cedars on the outside. If he holds on here, that's that move done.
Now,
nice work.
If try and lay the power down once more. He just edged him out wide, didn't he? That was nice.
That is the oldest trick in the book. You could, as long as you're up the inside, if you can park that car. Oh, see Ryan Hansford. That his brakes are on fire.
Yeah, that's very problematic. He's trying to see exactly where that was. I think that's over near Dandenong Road where he's pulled up.
Interesting thing is the cars actually have a carbon fibre brake duct under that front bumper, and when the brakes are hot, it can actually, as long as the wheels aren't moving, can actually catch on fire. It happened to me once when a wheel fell off at Barbagallo back in 2008. So we finally see that thing. It's finally let go, and Ryan's decided to just park it, headed down to Dandenong Road.
There's the flames licking out from underneath. Wow, that's actually quite graphic. Can it do much damage to brake lines and things in the front as well?
Brake lines not so much, but definitely all your ducting. I mean, it's quite a sophisticated piece of engineering, so shame to see him have to put a new one in there.
So he's parked over to the side, behind where this battle is happening right now. So Dontis, can he hang on? The laps are winding down, and the Milwaukee Power Tools Ute is all over the back of him. He's already locked in a front row start for race number 3, and they're going to call it early. I'm not surprised with the fire that's happening, that maybe the marshals just want to get over there and make sure we can save that ute. So Rhys McNally, that is fantastic. 23 years old, from Perth, taking out a race win. And he's having a pretty strong season so far, looking good in the top 5 in the championship.
Definitely is, and I've said it for a long time, we're really looking to see an improvement from Rhys, and we're really starting to see that this season. He's showing good form, he's smart, he makes his moves well, but Rhys McNally and Craig Dontis, our 2 front row starters, first and second, you don't often see that in a reverse grid.
Pretty doing a fantastic job from 11th up to 3rd, and Elliot Barber, another strong run from the rookie, but it's Rhys McNally, our 9th different winner for the year.
Well, Rhys, early in the year, you've been challenging those championship front runners. Perhaps, again, you're a threat.
Yeah, I mean, first 2 rounds we had 2 podiums. Darwin, we lacked a little bit of pace, and Townsville was, basically just a waste of time turning up. So I'm very happy to come here at Sandown and finally, be back up the front. It's all about points now. We're sort of heading towards the pointy end of the season. We need as many as we can, so it's a big step in the right direction.
There's a new sound that will add to the excitement of V8 Ute racing this weekend, with new headers fitted to all 32 utes. X-Force are the official headers and exhaust suppliers to the series and have spent a lot of man-hours in research and design developing a product that's bound to turn heads on the track.
The headers are actually a brand new design that we've done specifically for the V8 utes, and we've gone to a larger diameter pipe, mandrel bent, TIG welded, and a stainless steel. So it's a new design and new product materials. And what we're expecting to get out of that is more power and that great sound that the spectators love to hear.
X-Force are renowned for providing quality in high-performance design and technology, but developing a product for V8 ute racing durability was also a challenge.
On top of just trying to get more power and the great sound, we have to make it really durable so it can handle the rough and tumble of the racing. So they're pretty rough out there, and they're jumping over curbs and running into each other. We've got to make it pretty tough so they can handle it. So there's a lot of thought and a lot of design that goes into making it pretty tough.
For more info, head to the V8 Utes website.
Well, we're 2 races down here in Sandown, and things have been very, very dramatic so far. We still have 1 race to go. You don't want to miss it. It's coming up after this.
You're watching the Auto 1 V8 Ute Series protected by Armour All. This round, we profile an experienced driver who's new to V8 Ute racing, Wayne Wakefield from the Bacardi Oak racing team.
Joining the V8 Utes category for the first time this year, I must say it's probably the most competitive thing I've ever done motorsport-wise. I've done improved production, V8 supercars, and then sort of made a comeback to the sport after a 6-year break and driving Utes. And I must say, it's been a bit of a shock to the system, the competitiveness of this series. I'm really looking forward to the next round of Bathurst. It's a track where I've had lots of success. Back in 2001, I drove with Marcus Ambrose, and in the development series race, I had pole position for both races on the same weekend, which I don't think anyone's ever done before. So, it's a pretty good feather on my cap. So, I'm looking forward to the mountain.
Wayne Wakefield, our Enzed driver profile. He has done some cool stuff, George. Actually, 10 years ago, drove for Team Dynamic here at the Sandown 500 with Nicholas Manassian.
Oh, that's cool. That stuff is cool. And driving with Marcus, I mean, what a dream. Back to the grid, we've got Nathan Pretty and Reece McNally off the front row, Chris Walton and Craig Dontis after a great performance in race 2, coming out of 4th.
Yeah, it's good to see Elliot Barber and Ryle Harris, championship contenders there in terms of the rookie and the overall championship. Kim Jane fought back to finish towards the front end of the field and now has a row 6 start.
Ryan Hansford after a race 1 win, what a fantastic job, but unfortunately had a tyre go down starting out of 15th.
DNFs will kill you. How about this guy, Jesse Dixon, position number 25. That is going to be exciting to watch. Now, these clutches have been dramatic on the line. We've seen stalls, the red light's on. Can we get all 31 utes away cleanly? So far, so good. We're away. The final race for the weekend is on, and the race to turn number 1. We're on board with Andrew Fisher. Whack! Was that Michael Armand?
I think he's trying to bash a hole through the side of Andrew Fisher headed down turn 1. Bit of tyre smoke for a lockup. Oh, no!
Reece McNally, after winning race 2, has speared it off, and turn number 1 gifts the race lead to Nathan Pretty.
Man, he will be dirtying himself for that. We're seeing the cars 2 wide, 3 wide into the corner here.
It's tight. They're giving each other a surprising amount of racing room, a little bit of rubbing in there, and there's McNally's fallen way back.
I think about 3/4 of the ute field have their mirrors folded in after those first 4 corners, but we can see Ryle Harris and Elliot Barber side by side headed up the back straight.
X-Force on board as we ride with Chris Walton, and this is going to be brave stuff right here. Hold your breath. Here comes turn 6. Oh, Elliot Barber.
Nice work, mate. Nice work as he tries to clear himself and sort of latch onto the back of Chris Walton. We've seen the cars now start to settle down. David Cedars having a look up the inside of his teammate, Andrew Fisher.
And the Rust Bucket, as he's called it this weekend. Sponsorship from Mindsight Fencing helping out this weekend. Here's White up the inside. It's going to have to be a late one if he's going to get it done there. And Adam Marjoram pulls out. Stephen White is back rubbing doors with Ryan